Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So I am Viking Wizard or Powersymphonic. Few people know me as Viking Wizard and quite a lot know me as Powersymphonic. But I'm going to be unboxing Divina Commedia Purgatorio, I think that's how you pronounce it, from the Italian progressive power metal band formed way back in 2013, Starbynary. Or is it Starbynary? Starbynary? I'm not really sure how you pronounce it. This one was released in 2019 and it's a third album, but yeah, the third studio album, I think it is. I'm really not sure. Now, as I've said to quite a few people and as you've seen in my videos, the one day I was scrolling through eBay and I picked up a CD by a band that I was really looking for their stuff, and I thought I'm after their CDs, literally after it, and I want it in my collection, so I picked it up and it was something like £4 or £5, which I thought was really cheap. So I checked on the seller store and I found on his other items and I found a hell of a lot of CDs and going for cheap, and he was selling them for like £3-4 a CD, a load of them, which I was like, whoa. And then I was scrolling through and I noticed a lot of power metal, symphonic metal, prog power, progressive, and some Viking metal and that sort of stuff, which I thought, oh, very interesting. So I literally did a quick wiki, Google, all that sort of stuff, metal encyclopedia for a handful of bands, and found there were some were Italian progressive power metal like this band, some were Swedish power metal, heavy power metal and all that sort of stuff, and I am an immensely huge power metal fan slash symphonic metal fan, as everybody knows. So I picked up about 10-15 of them. I thought I'm purchasing them off the bat purely because, as everybody knows, I think there's barely any power slash symphonic metal bands that I do not like. There is some albums that I'm not that keen on, but there's one or two songs on the album that I like slash love, so I always find something. So I thought I'm going to get them going fully blind, and I'm super excited, and this is one of them. So I cannot wait to get into this album. So all I know is they're Italian progressive power metal, where they're formed and stuff, so I don't know much about this band, but I am absolutely excited to be giving these a listen. So let's get into this. Oh, that's cool. That is some cool artwork, and I do like that logo. I think it's cool. I'm not sure if I've got like 3 albums, but I made notes because I always make notes just for a bit of reference in case I forget things. But it said third album. Is it the third album or is it their second album? I'm really not sure. So as I've said, I'm going in fully blind with this, so I don't believe I've listened to anything. There was 1 or 2 bands that I've quickly listed one or two songs, but I can't remember which one's out that pile. But I don't know if it was this one or one of the others, but yeah, if not, I'm going in fully blind with this and I cannot wait. But there you got the track listing. Usually I give a punt with these, so when they're really cheap and it's a power metal CD and it's extremely cheap, I usually pick them up that cheap, because if there's something I don't like, or if there's an album I don't like, I usually pass it on to a friend. But with power metal, there's barely anything I don't like, because as I've said, I'm a massive, immensely huge power slash symphonic metal fan. But that's cool. Let's show you this book. I cannot wait to give this a listen. So once this video is done, I will be giving this a listen. Oh, it actually tells you the band from the start. Joe Cagianelli, I think that's how you pronounce it, vocals. Leo Giraldi, guitars. Luigi Accardo, keyboards. Sebastian Zanotto, bass. Alfonso Macarino, drums. Guess. Let's have a look to see if I know any of these. Guess. And no, I don't know any of these guess, but there's that and the lyrics and all that sort of stuff. Let me know in the comments if you've actually listened to this band, if you know anything about them or whatnot, because I'm literally going in completely blind with this band. So there we have Joe Cagianelli, vocals, awesome. And it's cool to see pictures of the band members, so I can put a face to the name. It's awesome. I'm gonna have to dip more into the history of this band and see if they've checked out other albums. I'm not sure if they've only got 3 studio albums out, or I'm not sure. So I am absolutely excited to give this a full go. But yeah, love a good lyric book. Awesome. I've just seen something cool. So there's the lyrics in the rest of the credits, which something cool which I love seeing is a full picture of the band. I love seeing a band with a full lineup. Awesome. And that would make a great tattoo for anybody who's an immensely huge fan. So that is awesome. So I am freaking excited to get into this, give this a listen and see what it sounds like. So yeah, I'll put a link in the description to their YouTube channel if they've got one. If not, like I usually do, I'll put a link in the description to 1 or 2 of their songs for you to check them out. But hope you all enjoyed this Starbynary unboxing video. Now, I do run a group on Facebook, which I've said in my videos plenty of times, called Powersymphonic. You can see the flag up there. So if you're new to this channel, check out my Powersymphonic page. It's dedicated to stuff like Starbynary, Hammerfall, Stratovarius, Nightwish, Epica, Avantasia, Edguy, Rhapsody of Fire, Ancient Bards, Freedom Call, Grail Knights, Sabaton, all of that epic stuff. So like for the genres of power metal, symphonic power metal, symphonic metal, epic metal, fantasy metal, neoclassical metal, traditional metal, operatic metal, space metal, sci-fi, prog power, USPM, all of that sort of wicked stuff. It's like Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones, Dungeons and Dragons, Knights, Wizards, video games, all of that sort of epic stuff. I think we got like 8.5k members, nearly 9k members at the moment, which is awesome. So yeah, hope you all enjoyed this. I'm gonna go give this one a listen now. So if you're new to this channel, as I said in my other videos, if you wouldn't mind liking and just subscribing, hit that notification bell, all of that sort of cool stuff, because it's mainly unboxing videos I do. But then I do show off my latest haul, I do gig reviews, album reviews, talk about the bands I love, show off my tattoos, latest purchases, all of that sort of epic stuff. So go give this one a listen now, and I cannot wait. So I'll catch you in the next video. So Viking was signing off. Have yourself a good one, and see you later.